So I just wanted to do a little video today about what to get your waterfowl hunter for Christmas. So, say you want some cheap options, actually cheap options, for doing like stocking stuffers and stuff like that. I think the number one option, like other people on YouTube have said, is a waterproof blind bag or waterproof shell bag. No, that's just the Cabela's Northern Flight one, and it works awesome for me. But there's cheaper ones on out there. This one, I think, is only like $12 or something like that. It keeps all your shells nice and dry. You can throw it in the water, whatever. It's option. It's perfect. Now, another option, say you got a layout hunter in your life for geese, for ducks, all that kind of fun stuff. It's one of these Rig-em-Right shell box holder / cup holder. They collapse down nice and flat. Now mine's, 7 or 8 years old, and it holds up awesome. Now I think those are like, last time I looked, $30-$40, and that's another great option. Another option that I think that a lot of waterfowl hunters should be getting, or should ask for Christmas, or should say someone out there is looking for stuff for Christmas, I would get decoy rigs. Oh, come on. Decoy rigs. Now mine are sliding. So decoy slides back and forth, just like that. And I have cheap ones. These are only like under $40 for the whole kit for all of them. Now I am starting to make my own this year, and that's another option. Is you can do Texas rig making kits as an option. That's a great option. I know a lot of waterfowl hunters want to get into that and start doing their own because they have a lot of decoys. Now that's another option. You can get decoys for them. Now this is just a Greenhead Gear Bluebill. Now particularly for my area, puddlers is an awesome Christmas gift. Any sort of puddlers. All that stuff. Knives are a great option. You can get some fillet knives for them. Say they're fishing. Maybe they're fishing as well as hunters. And get them some fillet knives for that. That's a cheap option. Let's see here. What else? Say you got a dog guy or dog gal in your life. Now this is a great option. These are kind of spendy. Not as expensive as like a gunner kennel, but a Rufflin kennel. They're awesome. My dog loves his. Well, I do a kennel pad in there and then a kennel cover for the winter months. Or I got a dog stand. You can run a dog stand. I'm sure a lot of hunters would love dog stands. Whether that's the Momarsh, Invisilab, just your typical cheap dog stand works great. Kayak duck hunters, they love Yak Attack gear. That's another option. You can always get them gloves. Decoy gloves are number one for glove options. Now back to the dog thing. If they don't have a vest, get them a dog vest. Now this is a cheap one that my dog grew out of. It's a Cabela's Northern Flight. I actually found it at a garage sale for $10 and did that option. Another great option for decoy and gear wise, Rogers sells these awesome 12-slot decoy bags. Now I got the ones with the cinch top. I think they're the Working Man is what it's called. And gosh, they work awesome. Now I don't necessarily recommend getting the cinch top. Cinch top's kind of annoying half the time. A great motorized option, which is a little more expensive, is you can get some Mojos. or spinners, as some people say. I don't necessarily say spinners a whole lot, but I don't run spinners very often. Oop. But a teal mojo or a baby mojo, they're like $60. Another option as well on top of that is these Higdon pulsators. A lot of people run those. Now I have the pipe backwards on those. That was an experiment that is on another video. Long story short. That's a great option. You got dive bomb silhouettes you can go get, or Big Al's. Let's see here. Do I have a Big Al ready for you? I use those as decor more than anything. There's another great option. Get some decor. A lot of people, a lot of waterfowlers love decor. Trying to think of what else. Jerk rigs. Go buy some pre-made jerk rigs. They're like $40, $50, and a lot of people run those. A lot of hunters would love those as Christmas gifts. Neck gaiters. Up in my climate, as you can tell by my breath, it is cold. It's really cold up here. So that is a great gift. It's a neck gaiter. Now I run the Sitka neck gaiter and I love it. So several other options for Christmas. A little bit more expensive is a pair of binos. Now these are just cheaper ones. I think they're $60 or $70 for the Simmons. These are 8x42s. Now for waterfowl hunters, I would recommend 12x50s. It's just for longer viewing, it's better. You get more optical view. You get way better clarity for the most part for most brands. Now another option, cheaper one, say stocking stuffer. It's a call lanyard. Everybody needs a call lanyard. Now this is just a cheap one. This is a heavy hauler. I couldn't tell you how much it is exactly. I know they're about $30-$40. That's a great option. Or you get a little bit more expensive one. Like I run one I made. This is all paracord, and they're pretty good options. Then you got calls. Say this is just a Buck Gardner, double nasty. A little bit more expensive. CNS Disciple. I believe this is discontinued now, but it was like $180 or something like that price point. That's a great option. Now back to the waterproof stuff. Waterproof gun case. Everybody needs one. Everybody. No matter what you hunt in, you should always get a foldable waterproof gun case. They're great. They keep everything nice and dry. I've had this banded one for, 5 years now. Then another option for some waterfowl hunters, maybe not goose hunters, maybe not field hunters, unless you're walking in, is a game tote. This is just a cheapo banded game tote. I believe this is like $12, $20, something like that. Now, specifically for your waterfowl hunters, you need, I should say, your waterfowl hunters that hunt water. They need this every time you go out in the water. This is a flotation device. PFD as it's called. This one is a Bass Pro Shops. They're kind of spendy. It's about $100, $120. I got mine. I got 3 of them. And you have to wear it when you're on a kayak or any boat that is not considered a life jacket unless it is on your person. So, that being said, in my state, you're required by law to wear that on the water, in a boat, or in a watercraft, I should say. Now, this is kind of a little nifty idea. I've done it, and I love it. I use it for deer hunting, for duck hunting, for birding in general. It's one of these binocular straps that go around your back. So basically what you do, you put this on just like so, Let's see if I still got my wires on here. I do. So my strap's broke. This is several years old. Probably close to 10 years old at this point. So I just ran wires on mine. But now you got a nice carrying strap for your binos, and whatever you do for duck hunting, for deer hunting, they're right here, ready to rock every time. And I love it just for that. I know Vortex makes one that just sits in a strap like this, and they're not strapped in though, so you can just go flip the lid up and go. I don't know how expensive those are, but this Cabela's one specifically, I believe Bass Pro Shops Cabela's carries it still. I believe it's like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. Now you got your binos on a carrying strap. So if you're doing walk-in hunts, if you're doing any sort of walking, it's all right there. Even if you're driving to scout, this is a great option. I've seen plenty of people use it from big game to upland hunting, which is surprising for upland, waterfowl hunting, deer hunting, even going squirrel and rabbit hunting. I've seen people wearing this stuff, at least around my area. I believe I don't have anything else I can think of at this moment. Another Sitka option, which I love to wear them. They're nice and warm. It's these Sitka Dakota pants. They hold up awesome. These are 4 or 5 years old. A little bit spendier price. Those things have held up great. Now, I have not a lot of Sitka, but I have quite a bit of Sitka. The Grinder hoodie is a great option. I believe it's $180 or so, and those hold up great. They're actually really good at holding up for anything. They're not so much windproof, but they are waterproof. I have a little lighter one. I don't remember what this one's called exactly. Oh, no name on it. But this little quarter zip pullover, they do awesome. It's awesome for early season and late season. Just use it as layers. Now, one Sitka product that I'm very, very disappointed in, but a lot of people thrive about it. They love it. They love it. I do not. It's this collar glove. This collar glove, junk. Now, I've had it for 2 years now. Not even a year. Yeah, I got it last Christmas for Christmas. They're not waterproof, first off. Second off, all your gripping textures rips off within. I'm not super hard on my stuff. I'm a waterfowl hunter, so I'm hard on it, but not this hard where this should be happening. Now, this is one that is just a nice little gaiter to keep your hands warm, like a neck warmer or a hand warmer. And it's awesome for that. I love the concept. It just does not hold up. And it is not waterproof, which it should be. But that's it. That's all I got for today. I hope that you guys have an amazing Christmas. If I don't post anything before that, stay tuned, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for